Today's vlog is from Seth Godin. One of the things that inspires me the most are those stories in which somebody comes back from hardship. Everything seems so glossy out on Instagram and YouTube videos and blog posts. I want to hear more about those times when you didn't think things were going all that well. Sometimes people are in some really deep ruts, and some people just kind of drift off course. I love those stories and those perspectives from people that saw some stuff that didn't work out like they wanted to, how it affected them, how they got past it, how they got through failure. I've been calling these knockdown interviews. So I emailed Seth Godin and I asked him about a moment where he's been knocked down. He had a different perspective on it, and it was a very helpful one.
Hey, it's Seth. You know, there are two narratives that are really common. The first narrative is the Rocky Balboa narrative of being in the ring, getting knocked down, getting back up, and finally triumphing. And the second narrative is that we're on this Columbus-like journey from here to there, that is where we are going, and that anything that gets in our way is in our way. Well, I've been really lucky my whole life. I won the birthday lottery, great parents, growing up in Buffalo, New York. But I got to tell you that almost no plan that I set out to accomplish worked. That every single thing I've built and shipped and created, lots of them failed. And the ones that succeeded weren't what I intended when I started. So it's really difficult for me to say, I got knocked down. Instead, the way I think about it is, that happened. That happened, so how am I going to process it? That happened, I was rejected by that person. Maybe I was rejected by that person because the thing I was trying to bring them didn't match where they were trying to go. Maybe I was rejected because I wanted something they didn't want. Maybe I was rejected because I did a terrible job of explaining to them where I was going in the first place. So I was knocked off course, but I wasn't knocked down. Once you're off course, then the question is, did I learn something from this? Did I learn something from the fact that it didn't go the way I hoped? Because on my best day, I learned something. On my worst day, and there were tons and tons of worst days, on my worst day I thought, oh, this is about me. This is about who I am as a human. This person saw me, understood me, and rejected me. Yeah, that's not it. No one cares enough about you to see you, understand you, and then reject you. Everyone's wandering around, walking around, caring about themselves, their narrative, their journey, their decision to discover the new world. But in fact, each of us will get closer to where we seek to go by seeing the others, by bringing practical empathy to the table. I don't know what you know. I don't want what you want. I don't believe what you believe. And that's okay. But give me some clues. Help me understand where we're not in sync. Because if I can figure out how to bring you closer to where you think you want to go, that journey might help me as well. The idea of our culture is that we each have a chance to connect. And when we are connected, we create more value. So, sorry I don't have any horrible Rocky Balboa stories to share with you, but I don't think the goal is to knock out the other person. I think the goal is to figure out how to make things better by making better things. Thanks for watching.
No one cares enough about you to understand you and then reject you. It's about them. It's interesting about not taking some of these things so personally, because it's not about what happened in here or who you are. It's about the difference between understanding each other. That's a fantastic perspective. So thank you so much, Seth Godin, for doing this interview. That was awesome. If you haven't checked out Seth Godin's new book, you should. It's called This Is Marketing. It was published at the end of last year. Out everywhere. All of Seth Godin's books are worth a read, but this one's a good one. Check out the Alt MBA. I did a video with Lynette, my wife, who did Alt MBA last year. and loved it. We did a little interview with her talking about it. Stay tuned for more of these. Seth has inspired me to do more and more of these interviews. If you dig these, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you tomorrow.